Mike Mara is an orthopedist who volunteers here and is extraordinary among many.
Mike really loves what he does, and he is extremely grateful for the gifts that he has.
Well, he has a true concern and care for his patients and the community. He's very involved, very active, and he's very committed.
He's the guy that just goes the extra mile and never asks for gas money. He's really the guy who wants to do more for patients any way he can.
I think what really gets him excited is when he can see the impact of the work that he does in people, and many times it's giving back the use of their hands, and it's just extremely gratifying, and that really carries him through his work.
Here in our community, he's been a part of many different events, NBSEF, Cascades Cycling Classic, St. Charles Community Education, COCC, doing presentations. Mostly VIM stands out to me because he has made that a big part of his schedule.
He doesn't think about balance, he thinks about the joy of medicine. He enjoys doing what he's doing, whether it's in his practice, in his volunteer work, in his missions. He just enjoys it.
Well, I think Mike has a huge heart for global health and volunteering on an international scale, but he also realizes that there are huge needs within our own community.
He volunteered in a Haitian clinic that got closed. He came in here one day and said, gosh, they canceled my trip, but 2 weeks later he said, I called him, asked him to use the ticket, and found myself another place to go to Haiti and volunteer instead. It's bush medicine, I think, from what I can tell, especially in Haiti where you've got very limited resources. And there's a lot of work to do, especially for a surgeon in orthopedics. So the conditions are very sparse, and you do the very best you can with what you have, and what you have can vary a lot place to place.
And I think sometimes when you go overseas, there's that adventurous component to it, and it's thrilling and exciting and exotic. You get to see different cultures and places. But it's harder, I think, to make the commitment to volunteering within your own community. And I think in that way, he does endeavor to balance both.
He doesn't just show up here, he shows up here a lot. He shows up to care for patients, he shows up to take people to surgery, and he's one of our brightest lights among many.
So Dr. Mara, he has a joyful personality, and it's just so encouraging to work alongside with him and see his sincerity in his work and the pride and joy he takes with his patients, with others, and the volunteer work period.
For Mike to be honored, it is just a wonderful thing. It makes me really happy that he's been recognized for the efforts he makes, but there are lots of other people within this community that are doing amazing work, both here within the community through VIM, but also overseas.
He's extraordinary. He always wants to make a difference. He's always willing to see an extra patient, to look at another x-ray that somebody he's not seen, or to give you an opinion on something. No matter how busy he is, he makes room for helping other people, whether it's other doctors or the patients.